about that one? And that one? And that one?
Oh, are you trying to relax, Annie, or discovering a new musical instrument?
Forget your problems. Just let it all go. Clear your mind.
Ow! That hurt. So maybe instead of clearing her mind and forgetting her problems, Annie ought to tell us about them.
My mum keeps asking why I never bring any boys home. She's gone on about it every day this week. She thinks I'm sacrificing my social life for my homework. Wait a second.
That was another slice of Metal Mayhem, brothers and sisters. I'm with you right up until the news. Check this out.
If they knew you were a DJ, they'd know you really do have a life.
But then they'd probably stop you doing your show.
Then I wouldn't have a life at all.
That was just so great for a first match. I mean, I see why you guys love this soccer thing.
We call soccer football, Stephen. You know, if you don't get this stuff within a year, you have to get back on the plane, mate.
Whatever, this football thing, it's just so cool, like 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0 to the opposition.
Can I try out for the team?
Yeah, right. First, you got to learn over here we kick the ball through the post and not over.
Yeah, but...
And when the ref says offside, that means your goal didn't count.
Well,
And it doesn't count when you grab the goalie and push him back over his line.
So we didn't win 16-5.
We lost 5-0.
But all the other guys on the team, they seem to really like me. They did that thing with the oranges.
They threw them at you.
What Kev's trying to say, Stephen, is that you can't just do what you like out there. If you don't follow the rules, there's no point in you playing the game. He ruined it for everyone. He didn't even try and understand the rules.
Did she tickled? Oh, come on, James. Stop taking it so seriously. It's only football.
Only football. This is about life, about not letting your team down.
What it's about is you getting all worked up about nothing.
Nothing. You just don't understand about competition.
I don't understand about competition.
Look, if you two are going to have a row, get out of here. I've got a show to do.
If you wouldn't mind.
You're saying that because I'm a girl, right?
Right. That's why you don't understand. Football is about more than just kicking a ball around.
And this row is about more than just football. I know why you're so worked up.
So why am I so worked up?
You're about to do your first show without Jax.
What's that got to do with anything?
You're gonna miss him in the studio. He used to do all the technical stuff. Will the audience like you on your own? Can you do your funny stuff without a straight man? All these thoughts are running around in there like hyperactive gerbils. But because you're a boy, all you can say is, I'm upset because we lost a football match.
That is so completely wrong.
And I'll tell you something else. You're gonna get even more worked up than you are right now.
Why?
Because you're on air in 60 seconds.
And now the weather for the metropolitan area. It will continue dry and fine today, although a north wind
Mike
will
Faders.
temperatures on the low side.
Sorry I
The
didn't tell
maximum
you.
of 11 degrees.
Bye.
News and weather on the air.
CD, deck faders, headphones.
This is City Beat
And we're
FM,
there.
the home of great music.
Hello! This is James Derry, and the first track on today's show is Not There. This is what happens when people make you too angry to think straight. Wait a second, I'll just find a record.
How's he doing?
Terrible. It's like listening to a road accident.
At least the music should be okay.
All right, I found one. Now, let me just put it on the decks. If I'd had some time to prepare, I wouldn't be like this right now.
James, come on, you're better than this.
I've got to go home.
Are you going to be okay? Or is it going to be planet stress there too?
Probably, but what can I do? See ya.
Okay, on the decks, finally, is a very special rare white label from my own collection.
Sounds like he's got it together.
And while you listen to this, I'll be trying to sort myself out.
Did he just say...
He did.
Am I wrong, or should we start to really worry about this?
You're not wrong. Oh.
Good.
I was angry, okay? Please, if you like what I do here, don't call in and complain.
The instant you finish your show, my office.
I've read the rules and here's how it goes. If one listener calls in to complain about you swearing on air, then Tony has to call in the radio authority. He might decide to do that anyway, only nobody's ever done that before because...
Because usually the DJ and the boss are on the same side. Only this time the boss is going to try and use it as an excuse to have the DJ thrown off the station. Aren't we lucky?
Come.
Good luck.
Okay, enough of the silent routine. We both know what I did, and I know you're going to be angry.
Angry? I'm not angry.
You're not?
No. I've just received a large number of complaints about you. That makes me very happy.
So, did you have a nice time at the astronomy club, Betty?
Yes, thanks, Mom.
Oh, I'm so pleased that they started meeting twice a week, because at least it's a hobby for you. Although, it is very like your schoolwork, isn't it, with all those planets and stars and things?
Where's Dad?
He's just like you. Work, work, work. You should really meet people.
I do meet people.
Oh, well, if you're going to be mixing with boys, at least you should meet some nice boys from good families with hobbies.
Well, maybe when
So I've invited some for tea tomorrow evening.
How come we spent the whole afternoon drinking every weird milkshake on the menu?
Because I was told to take your mind off things until Kyla finished her show. Has the milkshake thing failed now? Okay, then. Time for the juggling.
Hi, guys.
Glad you're here. I'm really not that good.
I'll leave you two to fret.
What was all that about?
We've got one chance to save you, but we have to wait to take it. I know how bad you are at waiting.
Yeah? What's the chance?
Tony can't just hand you over to the radio authority on a plate. He needs evidence of what you said on air. That evidence is not in Studio B. You remember that City Beat FM records all its shows on video?
Yeah, I always thought that was weird.
You can record more on video than with audio. The current 8-hour tape ends in 15 minutes. If we can get to it and wipe it...
Then I'm saved. I love the way you always get me out of trouble.
How romantic. You can get the bill.
You saved my life. No one else would have thought of this.
Come in.
Hey, we were just
Come in and join the party.
I was just... Don't bother, Siobhan. We all know why you're here.
Right on time. Follow. Take a good look. This is the end for James, and the beginning of the end for the rest of you. I've already called the radio authority. On Monday, their inspector will come here, interview James and listen to this tape, and then I'm sure he'll recommend that I give James the sack.
I slipped up. It was an accident.
Oh, I'm sure it was. But the fact is, we have rules. Rules which everybody else manages to live by. But you broke those rules, didn't you? Watch closely. I know what you lot are like, so I'm not going to put this tape in with these other recordings of our shows. But in here... only I know the combination. Goodbye, James.
But this is stupid. Surely Tony's going to come around to show some mercy.
You girl.
There must be some way to swing this, some way of getting that tape.
Out of an office safe? Mission impossible. So why didn't you guys think of taking the tape?
We did. This is me, right?
But it seemed so obvious. We assumed Tony would get there first.
All right, we can't steal the video.
That's very noble of you, James.
Because Tony would see that it had gone.
You don't need to steal the video, mate.
Hey, I saved up for that.
This is a powerful electromagnet. You just run it past the videotape and bam! Problem solved.
I don't want to be the cloud in the silver lining, but this magnet, it isn't going to work through the door of a safe, is it?
I've got to do something to save my job here.
Hey, we'll think of something. We'll meet up tomorrow and work it out, okay?
We have to.
That's right, Stephen. A whole evening of boys and their hobbies. But it's awful. I can't do it. No, I can't tell my mum I've already got a hobby. I can't tell her I've been lying to her. She'd stop me doing my show. Some of them might be cute, but that's not the point. Anyway, what's been happening with you? James said what on the radio?
What I don't understand is why there are rules about this kind of stuff in the first place. Why can't I say what I like on air? Why can't all of us? I wish your mum were here. She'd know what to do.
There isn't a phone in the retreat. But if she calls home, Gran will tell her what's going on.
See, Gran knows what I said then.
I had a hard time persuading her not to send me to bed early for going out with you.
James, I'm so sorry for you. Why do you get into these situations?
Because I have the self-control of a fruit bat and a greengrocer's.
Are you okay?
I will be. I hope.
I can't stay for the meeting. I have my own impossible problem to sort out this evening. Hope you understand.
Of course I do.
Good luck, Annie. It's gonna be okay.
What's going on?
Annie's got her problems too.
I better get in there. I'm on air in a minute. Don't worry, I prepared today. I'm going to do a good but clean show. You just come up with something to save me while I do, okay?
Okay, let's get this meeting going. We're after ideas to stop James's button from being kicked out this radio station. Anything's allowed, as long as it's not completely dishonest. Okay, let me rephrase that. Anything's allowed. So has anybody thought of anything?
Me and Steve got an idea.
Stop! I don't believe that's going to work for a second. Can you really pick the lock on a safe?
Well, no.
Annie, I'd like you to meet Nicky. Nicky! Come in, Nicky. Don't be shy. Nicky's a very keen gardener. He grows all his family's vegetables. So, we'll have a cup of tea together, and then I'll leave you two alone to get to know each other.
I have an idea, and it's well James Bond. But I need Kev's help. come on, what's wrong with that?
Where are you going to get a sensitive bug between now and tomorrow night?
Well...
And even if you did, can Kev really translate clicks into numbers?
No. Well, thanks for thinking of me.
Annie, this is Bunty. He collects stamps. Oh, so we'll have a cup of tea together, and then I'll leave you two alone to get to know each other.
No, Mum, you really don't have to.
Don't despair. I have an idea.
It better be good.
The best one yet. And I think you'll find it's rather more sensible than the others.
So you see, it was just a misunderstanding. James never said anything like that on air. He's a very good DJ. We're very proud of him. That's all you wanted to talk about? Well, lovely to see you. I'm sorry your trip was so unnecessary. Oh, and by the way, if I should have one of my funny turns and ask you to pop in at some point, please ignore my wishes, won't you? Well, bye-bye.
Why haven't you asked me to stop?
Annie, this is Raj. He's interested in music.
Hi.
Hi.
So, the tea.
Why don't I pour the tea, Mum? You can leave the two of us to get to know each other.
I've got to ask this. Are you the Annie Kumar, the one on the radio?
Yeah.
I really love your show. You played that Stampede CD yesterday, right? I've been to see them 6 times.
You're a heavy metal fan?
What other kind of music is there?
So, what have we got?
James, we're so sorry.
What?
The only sensible idea we've come up with is that we should get the combination to that safe. But we've no idea how. I've got to go on air now, but maybe you and the guys.
No, there's no point. I know you did your best. I know that...
James.
The bad guys aren't going to win, are they?
I hope not, mate. I really hope not.
Thanks for the tea, Mrs. Kumar.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm only sorry I didn't get much of a chance to talk to you.
Your daughter's a very nice person in real life.
Thanks. So are you.
And a really ace DJ on the radio.
I'll just see you out better. And what was he talking about?
I'm recording this message to be played on Kyla's show next week. To explain to my listeners what's happened. I've been sacked. And this is why. Because there are rules. It's scary, and I've been trying not to admit it to myself, but it's true. There are rules, and I broke them. When Jax was here, I was a team player. He always stopped me from going too far. And now that he's gone, I guess I'm just going to have to find another game. This is James Derry signing off for the last time.
So I had to lie to you. What else could I do?
What could you do? Oh, what could you have done? You could have trusted us. How am I going to tell your father? You had a whole life we knew nothing about. No wonder you weren't interested in any of those boys. You were laughing at us.
I wasn't. I was interested in one of them anyway. And Raj was interested in what I was interested in.
Oh, was he?
He's a big fan of my show. Or he was. Now you're probably going to stop me seeing him because of that.
You like him?
Yes.
This is very complicated. I am going to listen to your next radio show, and if I like what I hear, then we shall see.
One of these.
It was a trap. Tony wanted us to raid his safe.
So why wasn't he waiting there? And why did I have time to erase all those tapes and get out?
You all know what happened last night. Swearing on air isn't necessarily a sacking offence, but attempted theft and the erasure of a whole month's
You
output.
did this deliberately. You set that tape as bait.
Who did it?
Somewhere deep inside you, there's probably a good person. Why don't you search for him instead?
If you name the guilty person, I won't press criminal charges. I'll just have them thrown off the air. Just tell me who it was.
Do you really think we tell on a friend?
If one of us goes, we all go.
Then you all will. I thought you'd stick together. Thanks to what one person did, I'm going to have you all thrown out.
Wait. I'm the one you want. Just me. None of the others knew anything about it. I opened the safe, I erased the tapes. Sack me.
James, don't do this.
I have to. I'm the one that broke the rules, now I'm the one that's got to pay. Or else we'll lose everything Jackson and I worked for.
Come on. This is just the start, you know. I'll get rid of the lot of you, eventually.
So, sometimes the bad guys do win.
Remember to tune in to CITV tomorrow when we've got enough brilliant shows to magnetize your microphone. Tots TV, The Blobs, Paddington Bear, Kipper, Oscar and Friends, The Wombles, Woof and How Goes 2. So turn up your radio and tune in to the great sounds of CITV.